Yes, sir, ma'am, you can continue.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, you can take over, ma'am. We are all set.
Okay. Is my voice clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So, a very good morning to all of you. I would like to share my screen and then we can start. Right. So, good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to have a session of meditation through self realization, which is known as Sahaj Yoga. Sahaj Yoga is a word which means Saha means with, Ja means born. And so this means that this is a type of meditation that is born within ourselves. We are going to go through everything one by one. And as the name suggests, we can see that um, it is something that is born with us. And so it is very natural for us to meditate in this fashion by this technique. So we'll go through a few slides and we'll see what Sahaj Yoga meditation exactly is. This will be the theory part. After this, we will see how we can meditate, and then we will get an experience of this meditation for ourselves. So, this will be the practical part. Then we'll learn about how to meditate daily, what we can do to improve in our meditation, and then we'll take questions and answers. Right. So, there are two fundamental questions that we ask ourselves. Like we said, right now this is a stress management session. So the first question is, I am tired. Can I feel better? Can I feel a little better? The stress can be from mental, physical, and emotional sources. Anything that manifests in us, any stress is either mental, physical, or emotional. Mental, if we think too much, then it is mental. Physical means we get hurt or we are too tired physically that we cannot do something. And emotionally means we are so tired emotionally, drained emotionally, that we are not able to do much as we can. So, can I feel better? Can I realize my potential to the best so that I can do my best, I can be my best, and I can live my best? This is the first set of questions that we can answer. Of course, if we are less stressed, our immunity will be stronger. And as we see, there are new diseases in the horizon around us, all over the place. We need to have a good immunity. Stress reduces immunity. Lack of stress through meditation increases immunity. We'll come to that later. And the second question is, even if everything is fine, can I evolve as a person, establish a relationship with myself and the divine that is based on truth, not ritual and hypocrisy? Basically, the thing is that if I am natural, if I am not a hypocrite with myself, then that will be a great relief to myself. I will have a better understanding of myself, of my surroundings, of the people in my surroundings, of my work, everything. Obviously, if I have a better understanding of myself, then I'll know what are the sources of stress in my life. You see? So, this is why Sahaja Yoga meditation is so important. Meditation through self realization is so important because it gives us knowledge of ourselves, the most basic, fundamental thing which we are not aware of. So, let's move on. It also leads to a total development of personality. As we were talking earlier, there are two aspects of our life. One is the inner harmony part, and second is the outer balance part. Outer balance aspects are social, society, material, what we own, possess, career, family. These are the outer aspects of our personality. And if these four aspects are in balance, are all right, then we will have lesser stress from these outer sources. Inner harmony comes from body, mind, emotions, and ultimately the spirit. Now, what is the spirit? We'll see that in today's session. How to balance out our emotions, our mind, our body. All of that we will see today. How many of you, as a child or even as a human being now, wonder that this is my own body and yet I know nothing about it? What do I know? I can see my hand from outside, but I don't know what kind of veins and arteries flow through it unless I cut it. I don't know which organs are working in me. When I eat my food, I don't know how the digestion is taking place. What do I know about myself? Physically, even. What do I know? So, today will be the first step in knowing ourselves, discovering ourselves so that we can lead a balanced life. As you can see here, this is a subtle system in our body. Many of you must be aware of it. It is a well-known thing for ages, for years, for centuries, for ever since human beings are there. There are proofs of people being aware of this. The first proof comes from the fact that there have been people who have been stressing on the number 7. Now, there are 7 colors in a rainbow. There are 7 seas, 7 oceans, 7 continents, 7 strings, or 7 sur, sat sur. Why is that? Another important thing is there are 7 chakras or energy centers in our body. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are the main energy centers of our body. These are also called plexuses by medical science. Plexuses are the physical manifestation of these nerve centers in our spinal cord. These are also the areas along which glands in our body are present. So these are the 3 energies, 7 energy centers, and there are 3 channels within us. This is the left channel, which is the left sympathetic nervous system. Then this is the right channel, which is the right sympathetic nervous system. And finally, there is the central channel or the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, para means we don't know how it works. It is the central nervous system, but it works. It automatically works. And finally, and most importantly, inside us, there is a triangular bone inside which there is an energy, which is a divine energy, resides in this bone in 3.5 coils. It is in a dormant state in most human beings by birth. By birth, it is not. By birth, you may have felt that there is some palpitation that can be felt on this bone here. Now, there are 2 very important and interesting things. First is that this bone, which is the home to this divine energy, is called Sacrum Bone, which is a word in Greek and it means sacred. This name was given to this bone thousands and thousands of years ago. And finally, the top bone on our head is called the fontanelle bone, which means fountain. So that is also very interesting because when this energy inside us is in dormant form and when we desire for it to rise, then it rises. Desire for it to rise, and there's someone who's also has it in the risen form. Then it rises, it comes, crosses all these chakras or energy centers, and it comes out of here, as you can see, in the form of a fountain. And that is when the union of our being, which is the self, that is nothing but the spirit or the Atma, takes place with the all-pervading divine power around us. Now, these are very interesting things. We'll go over them one by one. Right. So now, here are a few more details of this subtle system inside our body. Like we said, from birth itself, we can feel a few palpitations here. When a child is in the mother's womb, for about 3.5 to 4 months, this energy, which is the Kundalini in 3.5 kundals or coils, enters through our brain, forms these three channels and these seven centers of energy, and settles down in this sacrum bone. And as you saw in this slide, every chakra, there are these qualities that are being told: innocence, creativity, satisfaction, love, peace, joy, awareness. All these are beautiful qualities. Now, how can we have them inside ourselves? Yes, we can have them inside ourselves. Every energy center has a particular quality. And when this energy is awakened, that energy center, if it starts working properly, by the grace of this energy, by the working of this energy on that center, automatically those qualities are awakened within us. Very interesting. Now, you'll say innocence. There are some people who are very innocent, there are children who are very innocent, and while there are others who are not. The question is, can we get that innocence back? The answer is yes, through meditation. Why? Because this energy, which is the divine energy, when she works and she's awakened in our system, all these qualities are awakened inside us. So, yes, we can have innocence inside us again. Not only that, there are other qualities of this center, like it will take care of all the organs in our body which are around this area, like excretion and other glands in this area. So, if this works properly, if this energy center, this nerve center, then all the physical organs in this area will also work properly. This sounds interesting, this sounds amazing, and it is true because all the organs are able to draw their energy from this center and work well. So, like we said, the first quality, the first energy center has the quality of innocence. It also gives us a lot of concentration and memory power. Next is this, which gives us the quality of creativity and concentration as well. This also does the work of creating brain cells or gray cells from fat in our body. So it is an extremely important center. If this is overworked, then surely know that you will be under stress. So the first energy center is this, which is extremely important. And this is the second one, which is also extremely important to remove stress from us mentally. Mental stress, if this chakra is not all right, comes from here. This is known as the aortic plexus. It takes care of our liver, our a lot of kidneys, pancreas, etc. Next is the solar plexus. This is the center which gives us satisfaction. Satisfaction to enjoy what we have. It doesn't mean we won't progress in life. Of course we will. But currently what we have, we will be able to enjoy that. And that is most important. Otherwise, if we cannot enjoy our own progress, our own evolution in life, then there is no use of it. If we cannot enjoy the money that we earn, there is no use of that money. So it allows us to have a good family, the family that we have. It allows us to enjoy that family life. It also allows us to enjoy the money that we earn. Very interesting. Now, the area around this center is the Bhavasagara. It helps us to for us to become our own master. It gives us our own mastery over ourself. So we become, you can say, very gravitational people. We have this gravity that you are a deeper person, a very deep personality. It also gives us a lot of discretion. We understand what is good for us, what is not good for us, and we do that which is good for us. It also makes us a disciplined personality. Discipline is so very important in this profession. So it helps us become disciplined. Next is the center of the heart. Obviously, now one can understand this is so important because this is the area of our heart, our lungs, this is the cardiac plexus. So, if the cardiac plexus is all right, our heart will be all right, our lungs will be all right. And they are so very important. Ever since we were born, ever since we were in our mother's womb, this heart starts beating and pumping blood into the body. Until we are alive, this heart is beating. We don't pay for it. No one, we didn't pay for it. How is it happening? It's the biggest miracle and it is the biggest question. How? Why? Anything stops is all right, but if this heart stops, we can't live anymore. It never gets tired, also. So, it is so very important for this organ to work properly. And for this organ to work properly, let us see why is it so. This is the center of left heart. This is the place actually where the reflection of our spirit exists. And that is why it is beating. It is that energy which is boundless, infinite, and therefore it can constantly beat and work. It never takes rest, ever. Right. And the center channel, the center chakra here, it gives us the confidence. We may be very good at what we do, but if we don't have confidence, then at the right time, we forget everything that we know. Immunity, it's the biggest source. So, this is the place which has a bone called sternum bone. So, this chakra is on a bone called sternum bone. When there is an attack on us, mental, physical, emotional, this bone starts vibrating like a remote control. It starts vibrating, and all the antibodies which are spread all over our body get the signal and they start working in tandem to protect us. Now, when the connection of these antibodies is lost with this center, then they can't work so well, they're not healthy, and we lose our immunity. So, what do we have to do to make this center all right? The answer is extremely simple. When this energy comes up and crosses, say, comes to this center, at this point, if there is some restriction, some constraints, some blockage, because of whatever reasons, our attitude, our conditionings, our overactivity, then this center may get blocked. But when the energy comes here, she starts working on this center, cures it and corrects it. No medicines, nothing. She can do it by herself because she's capable of doing it because she is the divine energy. It's as simple as that. When these nerves open up, they work properly, everything works properly. Our heart diseases go away, cholesterol goes away, lung problems, asthma go away, cancers go away. It is like that. Thousands of people are benefiting by that. Immunity increases, stress reduces, sleep improves, overwork, time management improves, overwork goes away, we don't feel stressed. Next center is the center of collectivity. It gives us divine diplomacy, which works for the benefit of the entire group, the entire team. So now it is not a question of for me, for him, for her. It's different. Now it is for us. This chakra gives us the beautiful quality of communication. We become good communicators. Not muh mein ram bagal mein churi, not that kind of communicators, but communicators who are benevolent, who are divine diplomats. Like you can say Sri Krishna, or yeah, he's a very good example of divine diplomacy. He did everything possible without actually doing it, just like that. So it tells us, suppose we have a boss and there are some deadlines or we have to submit something and it is very difficult for us to do it. Now, there are two ways. First is we'll get scared. If this heart is center is weak, we'll get scared. and we will not know how to handle the situation. End result, we may be shouted at, or we may won't be able to communicate this to them out of fear, because of which the boss will be confused, we will be afraid, and nothing will happen. Huge misunderstandings. But if this center is good, we can nicely explain that, see, this is the reason why I will be able to do this job by this time. And of course, doesn't mean that we won't try to reach the deadline. And we will jolly well reach it, because all the distractions which will keep us away from meeting those aims, those deadlines, will be will not be harming us, will not stress us. So in a light mode, we will be able to do what we are expected to do. It's very simple, it's very interesting, and it's very beneficial. The other thing is, it gives us a sweetness, a very nice sweetness in our voice, in how we behave with others, in how we synergize, communicate with others. This helps everyone, the person we are communicating with, as well as ourselves. And it is not superficial, it's not hypocrisy. It is how you feel inside. After meditation, that is how you feel inside. That's why you do it, that one does it that way. Um, then the other one is, it gives us purity, a purity in our voice, a purity in our speaking. So all these help us to become good communicators. If someone says something to us which is very degrading or insulting, we don't react. We don't react in a way which will make us feel bad or that person feel bad. We just see, understand, and respond. You must be aware of the word respond. It is so important to respond rather than to react. And this is the center which really helps us in doing that. Now, you can imagine how helpful it will be if today, I'm sure a lot of you have these qualities, but for those who don't or who want to develop these qualities even more, if just through simple meditation of 5 or 10 minutes daily, we can develop these qualities. And it's totally free, not 1 rupee to be given, because this is a priceless experience. It has a value much more than any value that can be paid for. The next energy center is an extremely important energy center. This is the center called the optic chiasma. Now, a lot of us sometimes feel this heaviness in our head, or we feel a pain in our head. Sometimes someone says something to us, goes away, and we keep on thinking about it for days, weeks, months, sometimes even years. It doesn't take us anywhere. The person who troubled us lives happily, and we are sick thinking about it, thinking about what happened, thinking about how to behave with that person, thinking about how nicely we can hate that person, and all those kind of things that come into our head. Why? Because he did something or she did something to us. Now, how do we get rid of this? This is such a big source of stress. How can we get rid of this problem in our life? It's such a painful thing. How? The answer is very simple, and it is forgiveness. When Christ went onto the cross, he said, Lord, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. If Christ can forgive this heinous a crime, what are we? And the reason why we forgive others is not because that person is forgiven or freed or whatever. No, it's not about that person. It's about ourselves. It's about giving us ourselves peace by forgiveness. Now you will say that I don't want to forgive anyone. It doesn't matter. You say that he did that to me and she did that to me. It's okay. But during meditation, we say, I forgive from our heart. We don't think about anyone. We just say, I forgive inside ourselves for our peace and our benevolence. Because now we'll see these channels of energy. Why do we forgive? So this left channel or the blue channel is that of the past. We said it is the left sympathetic nervous system. Now all of you all when you were students or even now, some of you are must have wondered why is it that our left side is controlled by the right side of the brain, and the right side, our body's right side, is controlled by the left side of the brain. Why? The answer is extremely simple. Look here. The left channel goes into the right side of the brain, and the right channel goes into the left side of the brain. That's why. Now, these things, why they happen, why they cross here? See, here is the point of the crossing of these channels at this center, that center of forgiveness to ourselves and to others. At this point, say we think too much about the past, then this balloon that you see here starts becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. As it becomes bigger, this point here, this center here becomes restricted. And because we restricted by our own mental and emotional activity, this part is where this energy, the divine energy, cannot cross over. The next is when we think too much about the future, or we get too much and we collect too much of anger with others. We try to knowingly or unknowingly dominate others. If we hurt others by our words, then this balloon becomes too much bigger. And we feel that we are not wrong. We cannot be wrong. Everyone else can be, but we are not wrong. And in that case, again, this balloon becomes much bigger. There is a there is a phrase which is well used, and it is called "he has a swollen ego." Have you ever heard? He has a bloated ego. She has a bloated ego. That is because this balloon becomes bigger. This is the balloon of the ego. It becomes bigger, and that is how this knowledge has come in to our language, that this is why it is called a bloated ego. It's a common English phrase. So when either this or this balloon become too big, that is when this divine energy cannot cross and gets stuck at this point. Why is it important for it to cross? This is the center which gives us complete thoughtless awareness. Thoughtless awareness means we have no thoughts or reduced thoughts. There are only two types of thoughts, of the past and the future. In the present, there is no thought. In the present, we can only witness, that you can only see what is there. You cannot think about the present. You can only think about what happened or what will happen. That may not happen like that, but we still think about it. So, these thoughts can be crossed over. And once these thoughts are crossed over, just imagine what peace we'll get. I mean, so many of us must have planned and planned. So many of us that we'll do this in 2020, we'll do that in 2020. But can we do any of those things? For 6 months, almost 6 months, we were sitting in our houses and we had not planned for that. So the divine may have a totally different plan. We don't know what will happen. That's why all these thoughts may be wasted. It's better to live in the present. And that present is shown, is represented, is made healthy by this central channel or the parasympathetic nervous system. The more and more we are in the present, the more and more we are utilizing the parasympathetic nervous system. We are in the present, and more we are connected to the all-pervading divine power. Now, all of us may agree, or some of us may even take it as a hypothesis that the divine power is the most knowledgeable, the highest, and the strongest of all powers created by human beings. Human being has not created the divine power, but whatever has been created by human beings is not as strong as the divine power. So if there was a way by which we could get connected to this divine power, won't we be well off? Won't we be looked after? Whatever problems we have, that divine can take over, because divine is the ocean of forgiveness, ocean of compassion. So if we are connected, if we accept the divine, if we are connected to the divine by accepting, then automatically everything works out. Now, by using this right channel too much, we really hurt ourselves. We really think too much about the future, planning, overactivity, physical exercise more than what is needed. In balance, everything is fine, but any extreme is extremely dangerous. So, the heat rises in our body, our right side goes off. People become afraid of us or they want to stay away from us. They just want to say that, oh gosh, talking to this person is so difficult that you'd never know how that person will react. Well, you just don't know. So you people just want to stay away from you, or it becomes a competition. How dare he become more dominating? I'll show. I'll show that person. I'll publish more papers. I'll do this. I'll do that. Becoming a source of stress for us. Now, how can we balance out this right side, which could have become hyper by too much of right sided thinking? Then the other source of stress is left sided thinking, that is of the past, of emotions, caring too much of the emotions, caring too much about emotions of ourselves and others, getting too much into it, which is not called for, which is not required, but we do indulge into them. Then what happens? Then we may become daydreamers. What if we do? We may create a world for ourselves which doesn't exist. So basically, using either left or right too much can take us away from the reality. And then, if you're not in the reality, either our mentally will be off or physically will be off. We can't believe that we can do anything. I know a lot. I know one professor, she was perfectly fit. I know one person, he was perfectly fit, only 35. And due to over exercise, couldn't survive. The, during exercise, both of them couldn't survive. So, this is not the reality. Tending to our physical bodies too much is not the reality. The reality is to be in balance. And how do we come into balance now? If you've already gone too much into the left or too much into the right, how do we come back into the present? Accepting the reality, accepting our limitations, accepting our good qualities, and using them. The answer is extremely simple. By simple daily meditation, Sahaja Yoga meditation. Now, as you can see here, all the energy centers that are present in our body are also reflected in our palm, in our fingers, the center of the palm, the base of the palm, and every finger. So, when we meditate, we will meditate now. When we do that, this divine energy, it gets awakened and starts climbing inside us. As this happens, we can, is there, now the question is, can we actually experience this? What are the different forms in which we can experience this meditation? First is reduction in thoughts. Second, feeling a cool or warm breeze on top of the head and on our hands. This is how it is experienced. This is the physical manifestation or how you can feel it in our hands and on top of the head. So far we have been giving the theory. This is what the theory is of Sahaja Yoga meditation for stress management and personality development. Now, would you like to experience it? If yes, then whoever is interested, please stay on and we'll go ahead with it. Now, what we'll do is we'll get a self realization by a video by Her Holiness Srimataji Nirmala Devi or Dr. Nirmala Devi Srivastava. This is her photograph. She is the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation. This is a great step in human evolution for all of us because until now, this has never happened ever that thousands and thousands of people can get their self realization at once. Self realization means awakening of the divine energy within us. And It is her who has found this method, this technique to give self realization to everyone. And whoever gets self realization can pass it on with regular meditation. It's extremely simple, effortless process of 5 or 10 minutes. All it needs is a desire and focus on oneself. That's all. Now we'll play a video by Shrimataji herself in which she's giving realization to everyone. But we'll just see the steps on what steps are to be taken um, with this. So the first step first is that she'll tell us to put our hands in front of us like this, palm facing upwards, so that we can feel the vibrations or cool breeze of the Holy Ghost or Param Chaitanya on our hands. So for that we have to keep our hands like this on our lap, and we'll sit very comfortably. We'll sit comfortably in excuse me. Yeah. So if we are sitting on a chair, then let's, and if we are removing our if we are wearing our shoes, then it's better to remove our shoes so that we are in contact with Mother Earth, because Mother Earth sucks all the extra charges that are not needed by our body. Then we'll sit comfortably. If you're sitting on Mother Earth, then fine, no issues. It's the best position to be in, right? So, shall we start? Please, everyone. Um, oh, yeah, I'll tell the steps in case you want to not open your eyes during meditation. So, let's see the steps. First is we'll take our right hand to our heart, then we'll move it a little down to the left side of our navel, then further down to the left side only, where our feet and upper part of the body meet. And again, we bring it back up to the left side of our navel, to our heart, to the left side of our neck, and we move our head to the right side. Then we'll put our hand on our forehead like we do. We'll press our hands on both sides of our head and slowly and with humility bend our head forward. And finally, we'll stretch our fingers completely and put the center of our palm on top of our head and rotate it in the clockwise direction so that the skin here moves, not the hair, but the skin in the clockwise direction. All right. Shrimataji is going to tell us, and she's going to take a few affirmations. She'll give the instructions. Let's start, everyone. Please be comfortable, and we'll start.
Keep your eyes closed. First of all, please put your right hand on your heart. All the time, the left hand in your heart with all sincerity. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question 3 times in your heart. This is a very fundamental question. Now bring the right hand on to the left hand side of your stomach, in the upper part. Here press it. Now this is the center of your master, your guidance, your Guru Tattva, as they say. So ask the question, Mother, am I my own master? This is a question to be asked 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Now this is the center from which all the divine work is done. All the pure work is done. You can ask 6 times because this center has got 6 petals. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. 6 times you just ask. As a result of this asking, the Kundalini starts getting awake. Now to help the Kundalini rise, you have to cooperate with her. So please put your right hand on the left hand side in the upper part of your abdomen and press it on the stomach. Now here you have to say with full confidence, to help the Kundalini to rise, Mother, I am my own master. This you have to say 10 times. These are the 10 commandments which you have to say. That, Mother, I am my own master. Now, 10 times with full confidence. Now please raise your right hand to your heart. Now, here you have to say, again with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This is the truth. You are the Spirit. But you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This you have to say 12 times. So one has to know that God Almighty is the ocean of love. But above all, He is the ocean of forgiveness. So He forgives. Whatever wrong you do, He forgives. So don't feel guilty and put your right hand across on the left hand side in the corner which is made by your neck and your shoulder. Now here you have to say again with full confidence 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say, Mother, I am not guilty. 16 times. I am not guilty at all. Please say. Please say. Now raise your hand across on your forehead. And it's a very important center. Here you have to say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Please say it from your heart. How many times is not the point. Mother, I forgive everyone. Now, some would say that it's very difficult to forgive, but it's a myth that we do not forgive or we forgive. We do not do anything in both the cases. But if we don't forgive, then we play into wrong hands. So please say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now please take your hand on the back agya, the same center, on the back side of your head and allow your head to rest on it and push it back a little bit. Now here, you have to say, for your satisfaction, because you always feel guilty, that, oh Divine, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive. Please forgive. From your heart. Stretch your hand fully and put your center of your palm on top of the fontanelle bone area, which was a very soft bone in your childhood. Press it hard. Press hard your scalp. Now you have to move it 7 times, saying one thing, which you have to ask for. Mother, please give us my self-realization, because I cannot force on it. So you have to ask for it. 7 times, press it hard and move it 7 times. Very hard. Slowly. Saying that.
Now we'll put both our hands on our palm. We'll keep our attention on top of the head. And we'll sit like this in meditation for some time. Now we slowly take our attention to the left palm, to the left hand side, all the fingers, every finger, the center of the palm, base of the palm, every fingertip, what do we feel there? Is there a cool breeze or some warmth? Now we take our attention to the right hand. What do we feel there? Every finger, center of the palm, base of the palm, now We take our attention to the top of the head, the talu, the fontanelle bone. Do we feel something there? We slowly raise our right hand and take it above our head, 1 or 2 inches above. We raise our hand, we bring it down, above, down, forward, backward. Now, do we feel something there? Cool or warm? Now we slowly bring our right hand back on our lap. Raise our left hand and bring it on top of the head. We raise our hand above, bring it down, forward and backward, round and round. Do we feel something? Some coolness, warmth. Now again we bring our hand down. Do we feel, what do we feel in our hands? Cool, warm, tingling, sensation. Now we bring our hands close to each other. We rotate them together. Take them away, bring them close, rotate. Do we feel some sort of a pull or a push between fingers? Something different has happened. Right. Now we slowly open our eyes. We'll join our hands and we'll thank. Thank you, O Divine, for this beautiful experience of meditation, for taking our attention within ourselves, for the spontaneous meditation within ourselves. Thank you. Now we'll slowly bring our hands down again. Hope you all felt good. There is one form which has been shared in the group chat. Please fill that form, give feedback. You will be able to learn more about this meditation and join a weekly collective meditation by that. You'll get more material about this. Now, if there are any questions.
So, hi, this is, hi Priyanka, this is Chandrakant.
Yes, Priya.
So, can I take 5 minutes?
Yes, please.
Okay, so all participants, we request you please fill this feedback form so that we can share you some PPTs, music, some document, and you can learn more on that particular topic. And every Sunday 10 a.m. we are doing a regular follow-up session, that is 10 a.m. on Cisco WebEx. So you can join that session and learn more detail about Sahaja Yoga. So today is a very introductory session. There are few steps like footstep technique, ice pack treatment, music therapy. These all are the future or advanced step. If you want to learn this more information, you can fill this feedback form, join our Sunday session.
Yes.
Also, today we have a lot of experts joined from the Sahaja Yoga team, like Rinki from Chandigarh, Rinki ma'am from Chandigarh, Mr. Yash from Chandigarh, and other respected participant. And also Priyanka is with us. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask so that our panelist can answer your queries. Any questions?
Someone here has asked for a WhatsApp group for interested individuals. Miss Swati.
Yeah, so see, Shwati is from our Sahaja Yoga team from Bombay.
Okay.
So yeah, we can share the link. Just 1 minute. So Rinki, you are there. Rinki ma'am, you are there.
Yes, sir, I'm here only.
So maybe in 5 minutes, can you please tell our participant how to practice at home regularly? Can you please explain how to do meditation regularly at our home, maybe?
Yes, am I audible properly?
Yes, you are audible. Maybe someone is joined with the two device. I request you, you can mute so that this echo will go away. Yeah. And Priyanka ma'am, can you please share the PPT of how to do meditation at home so Rinki ma'am can explain a little bit?
PPT of how to meditate at home.
Yes, yes. Slide.
Okay.
The left-right balancing. I guess there is some problem on Rinki ma'am's side. So maybe we request you all participants, please do a regular meditation at home. The
Sir,
steps
may
are.
I try to log in again?
Yeah, you can log in again.
Okay.
So you all can do a regular meditation at home.
Yes, am I audible now properly?
Yes, 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 you are audible.
Okay, Priyanka ma'am, can we have the PPT? So, dear participants, Priyanka ma'am has very well explained about the energy channels. We have the left channel and the right channel. So, a very, very small practical we all will be doing. how to meditate at home. So as you can see on the screen, the first step is to clear the left side. So as you can see in the picture, I request all of you to do this practical along with us. It is going to take hardly 5 minutes. So as the picture depicts, we need to keep our left hand on the lap and right hand is to be placed towards Mother Earth. If you're sitting on ground, you can put your right hand on Mother Earth. If you're sitting on a chair, you can just hang your hand, right hand, in the air towards Mother Earth. Please close your eyes, feel calm, and pray to the Divine. O Divine, kindly clear my left channel into Mother Earth. O God Almighty, please take out all the negative energies from my left channel into Mother Earth. Oh dear Divine, please take out all the problems in my left channel into Mother Earth. Now try to feel what do you observe on your left hand. Sit quietly in this position for maybe 1 minute. You may feel that something is flowing from your left hand towards Mother Earth. So this was the first step to clear the left channel. Now the next step will be to clear the right channel. And as the picture on the screen depicts, to clear the right channel, we need to keep the right hand on the lap and left hand towards the sky. Your palm should be facing towards the sky. And here again we will pray to God Almighty to take out all the negative energies of our right side into the sky. Oh dear Divine, please take out all my worries, my future planning into the sky. Oh dear Divine, please take out all the excessive heat of my right channel into the sky. Oh dear Divine, please take out all the problems of my right channel into the sky. Sit calmly in this position for a minute or so. Observe what is happening on your right hand, on your left hand. You may feel that something is flowing, some kind of heat is coming out, flowing from your right hand, moving towards your left hand and going into the sky. Or you may have some different kind of feeling also. So this was the second step. Now the third step. Priyanka ma'am, please advance the slide. So in the third step, we will put both of your hands in front of us on the level of our heart. Just put both of your hands in front of you at the level of your heart, palms facing towards the sky. And here we need to pray, "Oh dear divine, please help us to be in balance." Now, what the balance means here, we don't need to be in past or future. We should be in present. Oh dear divine, please keep me in present. Oh dear divine, help me to stay in present in a balanced state. Now you can keep both your hands on your lap and sit quietly in this position for as much time as you like. Maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. You just need to sit calmly with your eyes closed and just see what do you feel on your hands or on the top of your head, the fontanel bowl area. Even now, some of you may be feeling the flow of energy on your palms. So this is how you should practice meditation at home. In the first step, we cleared the left channel. In the second step, we cleared the right channel. And in the third step, we prayed to be in balance. And then we need to sit quietly. There is no time limit. You can sit as long as you like. And it's very easy to remember. See, when you're clearing the left channel, you need to keep your left hand on the lap and the right hand on Mother Earth. Similarly, when you're clearing your right channel, right hand is to be placed on the lap and left towards the sky. And in the third step, we need to place both our hands in front of us. So this is how we need to meditate at home, morning and evening. It is going to take hardly 10 minutes. So 10 minutes in morning and 10 minutes in evening, maybe before bedtime, is going to change your life greatly. Over to you, Chandrakant sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Rinki ma'am.
You're welcome, sir.
Priyanka ma'am. Participant, we have posted a feedback link as well as WhatsApp group link. So this WhatsApp group link, if you join, every Sunday you will get a notification about 10 a.m. session, which we are conducting on Zoom or WebEx, and we are giving you more information. So we again thank you for organizer. If you don't have any question, please let us know if you have any question. Otherwise, thanks to organizer and all the participants who joined the session.
Thank you, Chandrakant sir, Priyanka ma'am, and Rinku ma'am for joining us today. I hope the participants get in touch with you for further
improvement, self-improvement sessions. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.